exciting as hell. Our fans were unbelievable tonight. Man, the place was rocking. I thought when we scored the third goal to go up 3-2 that we were going to be able to get it done, but little mistake here or there, and you can't score 3 goals at home and not win. So it's, but I love these guys. They fight hard. They fight very hard.
Coach, how important was to miss Kevin Lambert on the first half?
That was awful. The referee blew it. There was a foul on Joey Farrell. If he calls the foul, Kev doesn't have to lunge for a ball and come off the field. I mean, the referee apologized to me, and he knew. He said I was trying to make a decision and it was too late. And it was like, whatever, it's not his fault. But when you have an injury like that against one of the best players in the league, it's pretty hard. But I thought Aiden Quinn and Luis Seijas were unbelievable. To come in that moment, I'm like I said, you can't take anything away from these guys.
What's the emotion right now in the team after the way last season ended and then losing tonight?
Yeah, when you lose on pens, it's just miserable, And I still haven't seen the penalty against us to make it 3-3. The player, Vicente, stood up and told the goalkeeper, "You didn't even touch me," and kind of joked about it. So I haven't seen it on film, but I would like to see. I thought the referee was, he was damn sure because he called it right away. He didn't even think about it. But it felt like this year that every questionable moment just didn't go our way. I thought in the first half we weren't winning any second balls, and in the second half that was the difference. We started picking up every loose ball, and the guys really showed what they're capable of. And like I said, it's not the referee's fault. We did enough to win.
And then the 3 goals conceded. What do you think you guys could have done better to prevent giving up 3?
Like I said, I'm not sure about the third one. The first one, was a good. That we just didn't step hard to the defender. He ran through 4 guys, and no one really. We tried to foul him, but it was too late. So it was a great individual run on their part. I don't really remember the second one, to be honest.
What was the thinking behind the penalty takers that went up there?
We've been working on that for 4 weeks. We knew exactly who the 8 shooters were going to be. So, the guy made a spectacular save on Arturo's. I think it was a little central. And on Aiden, again, another good save.
Coach, what do you say to your players? What did you tell them after the games were done?
This is going to be a tough one. It'll be hard to speak to them. Some of the guys won't be back. Some of them will. We start. I know I will start tomorrow thinking about next year and how to keep moving forward, and that we have to grow as an organization. We have to learn. Unfortunately, we had some injuries. We made some moves here or there, and but still, the players. We did enough to win, and fair play to Wilmer and RGV, man. They changed that team tremendously. Very, very physical, very aggressive, very tenacious. They're going to be a tough team to beat.
Does this get harder every year than the last?
Man. I want it badly for the fans and for the players. I don't even want it for myself anymore. So, yes, that part is difficult because I don't know what was it, 8,000, 9,000 people here tonight. So, and they were awesome. And I want to thank every one of them for coming out here because I know there was a lot going on in Phoenix tonight. And hopefully it was a good show, good entertainment. And we'll do it again. We'll be back. You can count on that.
Coach, do you think the USL level is going up since Oakland qualifier, now RGV beating 2 contenders?
And it's the playoffs. It's cup football. It gets pressure, and you're playing a little bit tight. Everybody steps it up. Who would not want to play here? I know that. I'm sure San Antonio was excited to come here if we had won. They would have loved to play on this field. It's the best field in the league. It's the best fans. As far as a venue, I think it rivals Louisville's. It's a fun place to be and a fun place to play football, and I think our ownership has been spectacular.
And at the end of the day, now the season's comes to an end, what would you say to the fans?
it was a season of ups and downs. I think that we had some difficult moments, but the adversity really helped us. Don't take anything away from these boys, and the guys that don't come back, they'll always be remembered. And the guys that do, they're going to fight for you. They're going to give everything they can to bring a trophy here. And we've won a lot of games here at Phoenix Rising, and they should be very, very proud of the reputation that they've built here.
Coach, can you give us a ballpark percentage of the amount of players that will return?
That's a really tough question right now. I think we have 4 or 5 that are coming out of contract, so we have to sit down with them and their agents and then we have to sit with the staff and got to make some decisions. This is the part of the season for me. Sorry about that.
Is there anything that you should have done differently kind of entering the playoffs this year?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't think so. We win the shootout. No one's asking that question, right? So, look, they're a good team, and you can't take any of the veterans they have on that team. I think they're probably now one of the oldest, if not the oldest team in the league, and that's hard when you get into these games. I was so proud of Arturo. I thought he really stepped it up tonight. But he's going to learn and improve, and he's going to be a real special player in this league. Yeah, he was very good. They could definitely tell they were kind of keying on him on that side of the field. They were dropping off at Tate, and they were double-teaming Santi right away. And we had said, get it to Tate fast and have Tate drive at them, and I thought Tate had probably one of his best games here in a while. And a lot of that is because Santi was... They definitely focused on him, but he worked so hard, man. The guy runs and runs and runs, and then he steps up and calmly makes his pen. I don't think you guys realize that he could barely move his legs when he took that penalty. He was very tired.
Thinking for the Solo for Sadie switch?
Solo and I talked about it, and we were going to do it at halftime of the overtime, but we didn't. You add one extra moment. So we were trying to decide if we were going to do 2, and he said to wait. And then once we gave up the goal, it was really just kind of down to pens, really.
Solo was fantastic. How was he able? He hadn't scored in 3 months. How was he able to come in and score 2?
Man, we say it all the time. Pressure makes diamonds, and I think for Solo, it's been a difficult season for him, and he has done so much off the field to help the team with his fighting spirit and to keep the spirit of the team high. And tonight, I think he was rewarded with a great performance.